What's up, Generals B2 checking in on the Saudi Arabia game. Now let's take a look. We are pretty much day 29. I think this is in the bag. I don't see them coming back after us, question mark. But you never know. Let's attack down here. I'm taking out Mali. Should be pretty easy. I'm flying in troops. Then we're going to take out the UK along this coast and into, you can see where we have taken London. So, where Turkey and Egypt, Iraq have taken London. Sorry. The Egyptian and Iraqi flag look the same to me. But doing a great job. So what I'm going to do is probably end up sweeping into Algeria, which has been AFK forever and didn't expand into anything. So there's probably like one of every unit all over this area. You know how the AI likes to do us. So Mali should be done pretty much down to one town. I'm coming in here and flying everything in here for an attack in the morning. Maybe tonight. I don't know. I got about 4 or 5 hours. Hopefully they'll be in. Anywho, we'll see. But that should be it for Mali. Probably tomorrow midday. We'll have most of Africa done. We are rolling through Europe at this point, but the problem is we're at war with so many nations. So if I go in here, I can show you, and I hover. I'm at war with 9 nations. That minus 18 on the morale really hurts. It's making it slow to take cities. However, we did knock out Romania. Greece is right behind that. Ukraine is right behind that. So we'll have like 3 or 4 more nations out. Also, India is on the ropes. The guy who was crying about everybody using gold and, oh my God, whatever. He's almost out too. He's got like one little island down here, which will be the hard for him. We got to find somebody with a naval unit. But India's pretty much gone. He's got some boats floating around out here shooting stuff and, basically being a nuisance. But what I did was I put these guys on patrol, and if they come close, I'm going to pop them right in the nose. So they don't hit hard, but they hit enough to do damage to ships where he's going to have to go and sail them off to one of his alliance mates or coalition mates' places to heal up. Therefore, I can be done with this, not him taking pot shots at my guys on the land. Pretty annoying on there. So leaderboard it is. We'll look, you boys, at 922, 65 cities. Darth has done great. He's struggled with some activity with some family stuff this round. Juicy K, he is 44 cities, 560 VPs. But we're pretty much rolling now. Now, Japan's the only place that we were really struggling with being active. Argentina he quit basically the minute we took him out of Africa. He just took off out of the game, and so you can see on here where we are in Africa taking his lands down here too, right? So this is where the boys are making up some ground because there's little to no resistance, and you throw a stack in here, even 2 stacks of 5 is going to tear through his town. Japan's not a huge threat right now. I'm sure that they have a pretty good navy, because he's got some ports and stuff in here, and he's still building and active, but we probably killed about 30 units. He had sent them across just straight, so he's doing stuff like this, right? So he's like, he'll come in here and he'll just make a runner that goes through and takes land. I don't understand why, because all I do is I go on here and I split, and let's see, I'm just going to send the old bombers in, and then what I'll do is just do that. Let's see, they didn't go. There's so many troops on these maps that the game is just lagging tremendously. So we'll give it a second, let it lock on. Engaging bogeys. So they're just going to fly out, bomb that dude, and then be done with it. So they'll hit. It's only level 3, but they'll still hit it. You can hear in the background. 9.5, which that should basically... 5 of those will wipe that 1 unit off the map, and then that's 1 less unit. He's got to go back and produce some more. Though we've been taking out 8, 9, 10 stacks from him like all day long. It's just crazy where he just keeps sending them to the slaughter. So you guys are always bugging me about the political map and taking a look at that. So let's go ahead and swap it over. And you can see like that just makes everybody cringe when they look at it. So Saudi Arabia... Iraq, Egypt, and Turkey. So we've all got a little piece of that. It just looks bad. So, but you can see engaged here right at Pakistan. They were starting to come for Iran, and this is land that Japan had taken that I took back. And then I pushed India all the way back, right? So we've got some ballistic launchers in here. We've got a bunch of planes. And by the time you guys see this video, I don't mind putting it live immediately because they're all going to be out of here. I think I'm going to let Iran finish off over here. I'm going to build up a navy and go chasing down India's ships and then coming through, because what they're doing is now Vietnam is expanding into the islands. And then Australia, he took a shot at me. Australia parked a carrier here, and he was going to work with India to come across this channel, which they did. And he's, instead of stopping his troops tried to land in Kuwait and go after Iraq. But I caught his carrier out here, Japan's, and I sunk his carrier and his frigates that were guarding it. So then Japan got in the war and was like, well, I might as well war against you. I was like, what do you mean might as well? Dude, you were coming. You know what I mean? Turkey has done a really good job in this map, but I think we're just basically going to run the rest of Europe and then back through. But see, as we uncover these troops now, these random stacks that are in here, I think I'm going to pull some planes back over there and start bombing those planes, either with bombers or I've got some stealth stuff that's just kind of hanging out over here. Well, this stack doesn't have enough to be a strike stack, so I'm going to go ahead and let that one just chill in the town for a little bit. The timer is going to run in about 45 minutes, and then those guys will heal the rest of the way up or close. I don't have time to get them back to Riyadh, where I've got a level 5 hospital coming online tomorrow. So I think the plan is to run the rest of Africa, get that completely done, come up and start going through the bottom of Spain, and just pinch in between these two fronts right here. That way, if anybody is live, anybody is active, and they're moving to support, we're just going to come down the backside, Spain, France, Germany, and close the gap on that front over there. So I think pretty much on the Saudi Arabia side we're a wrap. I did want to show you my tech tree where I only went infantry here. I did no tanks. I did very, well, no support really. I know it's kind of odd for me. I usually go radars and rocket launchers. I did no choppers. I just did strikes and air superiority fighters, and then I got both stealth units on here in case I needed some sort of stealth deal going on. I don't know that I'm going to research the last area air superiority because there's been no other air superiority on here. I could pretty much just go strikes, and I've got like a half stack of air superiority if I needed it, and it's safe to say that I've researched them above the levels of the other guys. So let's look at the market. Nothing on the market. I usually try to keep this clean. I don't have anything to sell because I've been creating so many planes and everything on there. I think I'm going to change my strategy for the next game, and I'm not sure when that's going to be. I think I've had 2 games finish, and so I'm probably going to look to start a new game maybe tomorrow during the day when the conditions are favorable. The weekend has too many games that go, and what you end up doing is having like multiple games with like 3 or 4 people left, and it's really hard to make a game pop. But as the weekend completes and Monday rolls out, all the Euros in the morning while we're waking up are completing those random games that pop, and then you'll be back down to where you can actually look and know when a new game is going to pop, and we like getting in on those. I do want to settle off the morale issues in here, so we are going to go heavy onto Ukraine and Austria and try to knock them off the map. And then we've got to get India off. So again, that naval infantry unit to take that island is going to be critical. So anyway, any questions or comments, hit me up down below, and I'll answer as many as I can get to. Have a great day.